Good day, investors. Welcome to the 19th of May 2015. The trade today is called MMI and the code is MMI. Last traded price was 33 cents. The objective of this trade is to do a buy. You want to buy low and you need to go to the green line, that's the high. Entry level will be 32.72 and the target will be 34.67. Stop loss to be used on this trade is 32.07, that's on the red line. Looking at the current open trades at this moment, you will see that ITU, CML, Bidvest and Aspen is in open trades. Looking at the top 40 index of the JSE, the black line is indicating the top 40's movement. And it's currently trading now above the 10-day and the 20-day moving average. That's actually showing a bit of momentum starting to move higher. Needs to break that high of 48,500. If you need to see more movement going up on this index at this moment. Currently trading at 48,262 points. The Dow Jones, they closed 26 points higher to a new record high on the green line here, as well as the S&P 500. If you call that one up, also trading on a new high, basically 6 points up yesterday. Now the market is basically touching highs, breaking highs. Market participants are a bit scary at this moment. They're feeling the market's too high, it needs to come down at this moment. It's their summer break as we speak. Interest rates was announced that maybe there must be no interest rate hikes in America, and it must most probably start in 2016 as the first governor came forward before the Federal Reserve meeting. So that is causing the market to rise at this moment after it traded in the sideways pattern. So the markets are quite on the toppy side, new record highs, and the futures are indicating about a 15-20 point positive opening for this late afternoon, but we need to track it out. We'll fold out later through the day. European futures are a bit up and the South African top 40 futures are also a bit up. Looking at the J200, the reason our market went a bit high on this break up, you can see there's low high, there's a break up that happened there. It was due to the gold prices and the gold shares that actually lifted it up. And yesterday they closed about 326 points positive on this breakup. So we need to see where this momentum can now start moving further and higher. Looking at this, it's still here in the middle of the Bollinger Band, and let's see how it plays out in the next day or two. Looking at some shares on the market, let's go to your Shoprites. Shoprites are now currently in a negative channel. There's the red line, there was a breakdown, there's the green lines, and basically there was a support, broke down, and it went to a level of 161, went a bit higher, came a bit down yesterday to 164.45 on the close there. Looking at your Bollinger Bands, now it's trading between the purple and the green in the pattern. We need to see if it can break 167 if it needs to go higher, or break to 161 if it wants to go lower. That's the trading range at this moment. Looking at your Mr. Prices, Mr. Price came down, sideways pattern. If this one needs to go physically high, it needs to break this 249 level or this green line for confirmation of a breakup of the Bollinger Bands to go here from the 250 to the 266 level. So let's see what the share can bring up. Looking at Mr. Price at this moment, Woolies, you will basically see the pattern here is on low, high, testing it high on the high of 95 range 17 at this moment, testing previous highs of that point there, and now this is on the top cycle as well, so it's quite difficult on a top cycle to be traded, especially if you look at the Bollinger Bands. They're all on this cycle here. Banking shares. Well, look at this Barclays Bank, low, high, low, high, low. Spoke about it yesterday. Could it be a break up here? It physically happened, and the share went up yesterday about 95 cents. Now the top of this trading range is just here at 190, even if the share is trading at 186.75. So the band is a bit small, or the trading range. Looking at your Standard Banks, also went up to the high of that band after it had a low, and now the 170 that we explained, 171. Need to see if this is going to be a break up or another start of a breakdown in this negative channel. Looking at your Investex, there was the breakup, but still testing the previous highs. Not a lot of movement still due in this share, even if it trades at 113. Next high is about 114. Let's go to the MTNs. Now MTN also had in this small breakdown or negative channel, had a bit of a break up, but the 235.71 was the level to be tested. Closed on 235.74. For this share to move high, it needs to break this about 236, and if it can break up, this could be a change of a new cycle forming. Vodacom, also that one is totally opposite, in a negative channel, going down. Next expectation low is close to the 141, and it's currently trading at about 143. So some shares are negative, some shares are positive. Look at this Exxaro starting to get a bit of support here. If it can break this 94.68 level more, upward movement could be back into the 99 rand definitely. And if you look at CFR was in a downward channel, tested this high, broke that high of approximately about 106, and it's currently trading back at the previous high for the last 2 months. That's the last 2 months, I'm not talking about that level. So the 109 level is the current high. So a lot of things still happening, and the share I'm going to look at now is Telkom. Telkom is quite cheap here, this levels here, and you can look at your indicators as well, starting to be on the low range here. And if you look at your stochastics, also on the low range here, need to wait for this breakup to happen, and the RSI also the low range here. Looking at the MACD, didn't break that green line as yet. Be careful, speculators will start looking at this, otherwise be patient on this trade. This share went up 115 yesterday, so if it does move up, it could move here. If it breaks here about the 75 rand level, there could be opportunity for this share to physically go back just to above the 82 rand level or 84 rand level. So keep a close eye on this specific trade as well in the short term definitely. Enjoy trading.